Hey guys, it's Haz and Hadi again, and we're here at our podcast, episode 3.
That's right.
And we have a very special guest today. Her name is Tram Tran.
Let's give it up for Tram. All right.
Hi everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you for inviting me, Mo and Hassan. I'm glad to be here telling my story. It will be great.
So let's take it from the top. How did you get here?
Well, have to be when I was between 11 and 12, and it seemed like yesterday to me.
So you were very young.
I was very, very
young.
very naive and very young. And back then, what do I know about America? Nothing, right? 12
Right.
years old, what do you know?
Right.
11, between 11 and 12. I was probably like 6th or 7th grade back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it was probably a very long journey for me back then. I live in Saigon, with a Ho Chi Minh City right now.
Oh, wow.
And they, back then, my family is extremely poor. Like we live probably
Right.
below
Poverty line.
life.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Like
So-
below poverty.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So, my dad is the one that want me to come to America. And he actually want two of us, like my sister and I. Unfortunately, we don't have money.
Right.
And so for us to come here legally, we have to pay someone, right?
Oh, like a coyote or
Yes,
something? Okay.
definitely.
I got
And
you.
back then, it probably cost like $500.
Right. Which was, I guess, a lot of money for
Yes,
you guys back then. Yeah, it was a lot.
Oh, $500 back then is like
Sure.
30,000 to 50,000 now.
Okay.
Wow.
Comparison.
Okay.
You know, for probably
Well, I
for
know
my family.
I know Vietnam has come a long way,
Mm-hmm.
and like now it's become a tourist destination, everything. But back then it was a very different story, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So first, my dad asked me, said, "Tram, you want to escape Vietnam and have a better life?" And at 11, I'm like, "Oh my God, what I'm going to do?" I'm like, you know what? Going to America, even though I know nothing about America, it's definitely better one in Vietnam that I'm going to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I decided, yes, why not? Let's go. So
But you had no idea what you were signing yourself up for.
not at all. I
Okay.
mean, I probably, maybe I just left Vietnam by a little tiny boat and get to America in like 2 hours, right? So that's probably my thought back then. And I was like, oh God, what did I do?
Okay. But can I ask you, what was the concept of the United States or of America back then in Vietnam?
A very rich country.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just like everyone else, still assume nowadays that we have money grow our backyard.
Right.
We do, that all we assume.
To the
America
day, they
is
still think that? They still think
yeah,
that?
they
Wow.
still think that. And America is definitely an opportunity. Give you a lot of opportunity. It's a land of opportunity, right?
Because look, after the Vietnam War, I mean, the communists had won, and America left, and Vietnam basically became a communist state. And usually with communism, you don't have a lot of wealthy people, clearly, and opportunity is obviously a lot less. I mean, the state
Yes.
controls everything.
Yes.
Right.
And education,
Yeah.
that's number one that we all want for our kid, and even myself back then was my parents want me to have a better education. And guess what? To have an education in Vietnam, what you need the most? Money.
Right.
So everything comes down to wealth.
Uh-huh.
And America is a place that can give that to you if you work hard. And we all know
Sure.
that. And that's why
Sure.
my dad decided, Tram, you're the oldest in the family and you should go. And I like, okay.
How many siblings do you have?
I have a total of 4, including myself. So I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. And so make a story about coming here. First, my dad, even though we have not enough money, we don't have any. So my dad kind of like connect people
Okay.
to like the real person who own the boat, right?
Okay. So let me just get this straight. Just for clarification. So, okay, your dad had to collect X amount of money, pay it to like a coyote
Yes.
who has a boat. Now, this
Yes.
boat went where?
So the boat is go from Vietnam to it can end up in Thailand or another country, like you said, Philippines. Yeah.
So do you gotta pay when you go through every country? It's like a checkpoint.
No, you don't. Back then there was a program,
And when was this? 1980 what?
1987 for me,
Okay.
88 for me. Yes.
1987.
Yes.
Great.
There's a program that you do to the politics in Vietnam. Communism. So you kind of like, if you left Vietnam, you're able to live in an area, what we call a refugee camp. You can live there and you wait for your turn, and you can go to America, England, Canada, Australia.
Right, a wealthier
Yeah.
nation. They would someone in America or Canada or
Yes.
whatever would adopt you. I get it. I
Gotcha.
get it.
Yes.
You know, that's interesting because I remember when I was like in elementary school, and there was a girl. She was East Asian, and I can't say her name, but she was East Asian. And I remember when her parents came in, they were not Asian. They didn't look at her like at her all, but she was probably in that same program, and she was adopted as well. I found out later that she was adopted, so it was very interesting you said that. So let's start from now you've paid the money, you get on the boat. Now this isn't exactly the most legit thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So not that easy to go just to go into the boat. So from Saigon, I have to go to like below the side of the river, and you have to take like a few bus to get there, a small like floater to get there. It's a long journey.
Right.
to
Right,
get
right,
there.
right,
So make
right.
sure you don't get caught by the cop or
So it's not like this is a complete legal process out of Vietnam.
our Vietnam. So
Right,
Vietnam
right.
is definitely not a
Right, it's a communist state.
Yes,
I got it.
communist
Yeah.
state. So my first try was not successful.
Okay.
Oh, they caught you.
Yeah, they caught me.
Oh man. So what do they do? They put you in jail?
Absolutely.
Oh my
Oh,
God! They put a
wow.
12-year-old in jail.
Yeah,
Good
absolutely,
God.
absolutely.
Yikes.
So I remember I was between 11 and 12, and I was caught by the cop, and I put in jail, and I would stay in jail for a whole month.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
You know,
12-year-old in jail for 30 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in jail anywhere, but I sure as hell would not want to be in jail in Vietnam.
I can't do one day in jail.
Yeah, I was.
Imagine Vietnam. I'm sure the facilities weren't the best.
Oh my gosh. Did you have like three meals?
Did they feed you?
You had
or
your own
like how?
room?
Yeah.
You know what? You was in jail in a big facility, like a big room with another 50 women.
Oh my God. What was the bathroom situation like?
Oh my God! There's no bathroom.
So what'd you do? Piss on yourself?
Well, you know what? They give you an area and you piss on like
Oh, that's
a
disgusting.
large
God
bucket,
damn. Oh my.
and then you cover it up, and then the end of the day, like you do it during the day, so you are allowed to like clean that up twice a day. So one in the morning and
Who cleans it up?
Well, we all take turn.
Oh. Yeah.
So since you was the youngest, did they make you clean it?
Absolutely.
Oh.
There's no choice, you know.
Oh
you
my
have
God.
to have your turn, and like everyone else, then nobody's going to make you.
Oh my
You know?
gosh. Okay.
All right. So then now 30 days goes by. All right. Now you go back home.
I'm going back home,
And I'm sure
going back to
everybody was
school,
upset, yeah.
and my mom was like, "You never go again." And my mom would pretty pissed, and she like, she's too young to tell my dad like she's too young to go to America. What does she know?
Yeah.
And she got caught, and now she live in jail for 1 month.
You got caught at like a checkpoint or something?
Yeah,
or?
at the
Okay.
checkpoint, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So now,
So when you get caught, what happens to the money? Do they give you a refund?
absolutely not.
I had to ask. I don't know.
Come on,
That's
Haz.
how they do this.
Come on, Haz. Come on.
I had to ask. So now your parents
Yeah,
have
the
to
coyote,
get
generous
get-
coyote. Sorry you
Yeah.
didn't make it. Here's your money back.
I mean, so your parents have to get more money now.
Yes, I mean they're not gonna collect like a total amount of 500. They probably charge you for like $100.
Oh, it's a discount.
It's a
Oh,
discount.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
If you
See, they
go
fair coyotes. They fair. They fair.
They have a heart.
If you
Coyotes
try
with a heart.
again, if you try again, they will say, okay, I'm gonna collect like the difference. So maybe,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If
I'm
not
about to
try-
say they had to come up with another $500.
Yeah, whatever it was. It was a lot of money. It was
Exactly,
poor
back
people,
then,
yeah,
right? So I was like, okay. So now I'm back home and back to my normal routine, back to school, you know. And then one day, my dad popped up and said, Tram. I was on my way to school, walking to school by myself. And my dad like, Tram, there's another opportunity. You want to go again?
Oh my God, Tram.
Yeah.
What possessed you to say yes? After doing 30 days
her
in jail?
dad is brave. Like, what
Yeah.
father would send their kid, knowing they got caught already, and do it again? He's a brave man.
Well, I mean, they had to send the kids because the adults, it was illegal. The kids, at least they would get adopted in the camp.
Right.
And then it would be a legal adoption.
Okay.
That's how their kids...
Yeah.
And then eventually the kids would make it and they'd call their, I guess, their parents or biological parents back over or whatever it is, you know. But go ahead, Trim. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. Yeah, so my dad, I was walking and having my backpack and everything. And my dad like, Tram, you want to go again? I like, sure, why not? I don't, you're not afraid? I said, Dad, I already in jail for a month already. I'm going to go for it. You know what?
So now how old are you? Still 12 or you're...
Yes, I'm
Okay.
still probably turning 12, a little bit more than 12.
Okay, so it's like a few months later.
Like, exactly, like
Okay.
6 months later.
Okay, I got you.
Yes. And then I like, let's go. So I left one more time. And luckily, I got into the real one, the real Rapster. And we got into the checkpoint. And this time, we probably young, you know, just second time, you're smarter, right?
That's
You're
right, that's right.
Yeah. So didn't get caught, thanks like God.
So you got... Now you're at the Vietnam border?
Yeah.
Okay. You're still on land right
I'm
now?
still on land.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now once you're on land, now you have to get in like a boat, right?
Yes.
Okay, now this boat is gonna sail where? We're to Thailand?
So our goal is to sail because it's a small boat and we're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
this is
enough.
no yacht, friends. This is no
Exactly.
like luxury boat here. You know how I mean, people think like, oh yeah, I got meals on this boat, I got a bathroom, no, you don't have anything like that. Tell us a little bit about the boat
So the boat is
or a life raft, I should call
like
it.
exactly it's a life raft, and I believe there is between 50 to 60 people.
And
on the
how
boat.
how big is this?
Oh, probably by this room.
Oh my God, what is it? 20 by 10?
Yep.
How'd you even fit
Well, we don't have. We just sit.
10 by 10?
Well, the whole the idea for they want to get as much of people as they can in one boat. So, you know, the owner make more money.
Yeah, the money.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Right?
I
So they're
understand
not
that.
going to give you a space. Oh, this is your own space. You can sleep
Yeah.
and lay down.
There's
So-
no VIP suites.
Yeah.
So exactly.
So,
So you just had like a sitting spot?
yeah, you're going to have a sitting
Oh
spot.
my God.
You know?
And what did you do for like food and water?
Well, food and water, they say they will take care of it because you're not allowed to bring anything. Because,
Right.
first of all, for the 12 by 10 boat,
Right.
you cannot carry anything, not even an extra pair of clothes.
Oh
So whatever on you,
That's it.
That is it. You can't have any book bag. You cannot have any even a wallet. You cannot. So if you have a little ring, gold, then you can. You know, because they're tiny, you can hide them, and that's fine. But other than that, you cannot carry like an extra pair of jeans or a hat just in case something happened to you. You know,
Damn.
So-
oh my God. So, but okay, what did they feed you?
rice.
How much rice?
Probably a cup a day.
They give you a cup of rice a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did they give you? Water to drink or
Water, yes.
how much water they give you?
So it's not about how much they give you. So they plan to leave Vietnam and drive to Philippines. And that would take us like 2 days, right? So that's their expectation.
Right, so they pack for that.
Yeah, they
Okay.
pack
They
enough
pack-
for
okay.
enough for 2 days.
Yeah, but okay, so like on a day that you're out to sea here,
Mm-hmm.
how much like water are you given?
So unfortunately, when we got out our Vietnam border, right, our engine broke.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So now we just drafting.
You're just drifting to Philippines right now first.
Well, that's what we hope, but
Oh.
unfortunately,
You took a
no.
turn for Thailand.
We took a turn, absolutely.
Okay.
And now we don't even know that where it's
So-
going.
okay.
We just let it go because there's no engine. So before we know it, we on our second day, and
And no land in sight.
there's no landing site.
Damn.
oh my
So what was going through your head?
Pray,
Uh-huh.
That's all.
But still, I want to know. Okay, so now they realize that we're gonna be out to sea a little longer. I'm sure they had to ration the water
Yes. So now all of that. So now
and the food.
and the food. So they only bring enough for
2 days.
2 days, right?
Yeah.
Because they want to eliminate, the amount of people, the food,
Yeah.
the drink, because that is a lot of it's weight on the boat, and the boat can sink if anybody bring a lot of food, right, or a lot of things with them. So it's heavy.
Yeah, but okay. So like, do they give you like a cup, a shot glass worth of water, or two glasses? What?
So this is what happens. So because now we don't know what's going on with our situation.
Right.
So now it comes down to how much you can have per day. So they're going to feed you. So there's no food. So
Right.
by the second day, they say
Food's done.
food is done. There is nothing left. So we have no food. So now it comes to water, right? So now water is the most
Precious
valuable.
thing. Sure.
precious.
There's no life without
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
So they're going to give you a choice. They say you can have 1 cupful of water twice a day. So a cupful like a
An
milk.
ounce.
Yeah. Like
So they
a
give you
cup.
1 ounce of water.
Yep, 1 ounce of water. So like a cupful, like a milk cup, like 2 of them.
Did people die of like thirst or what? I mean, dehydration.
Well, thank God we didn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we were lucky. So my story was, and then or you can have a choice of a slice of jicama. So I don't know if anybody know jicama. Jicama is like a slice of white fruit. It have a lot of water
Content in there. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
a lot of it.
Sure.
So you can have a slice of that
Okay.
or a cupful of water, and that will be twice a day.
That's all you get.
That all you get. That's all you get.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
That's enough to deter me from coming. I'm not coming to America.
Yeah, I'm
for-
staying
No,
right
no, I'm
in-
staying in Vietnam.
yeah.
Oh my god. Whew. All right.
So we just drifting along.
How many days did you end up drifting?
So 5 days total.
5 days.
But those 5 days was not that easy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, by the 3rd day, there was a big hurricane.
Oh my gosh, this gets worse.
So by the 3rd day, there's a big,
On your life raft.
yeah.
Oh wow. You have no covering, no nothing.
So actually, first we have a cover, right? But then
It
the
flew off?
wind, it flew off.
Oh wow.
It flew off, right? So when I mean, at that time, I still can't remember now. I just pray because that's it. I mean, if you see the tiny 10 by 20 boat, right? And you see the wave over your head now because there's no rooftop,
Sure,
right?
sure.
So now you see this wave over your head and you're like, I'm done.
I'm dead.
It's over.
There's nothing
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my mind besides praying and just say loving your family.
You see that? No atheist
Yep.
in a foxhole. When it comes down to it, you believe
Yep.
in something. I told you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thank God we survived that hurricane. So now we continue to drift along the ocean
For 5 days.
for another for the 4th day.
Uh-huh.
So for the 4th day, there's absolutely no water left.
Right.
No fruit left, nothing. There's
Right.
no water. So what we own, I don't know how to know. So if someone recommended that since there's no water and there's no rooftop, now it's the heat
Yeah.
and those salt water from the ocean, the heat and salt, you want to dry. And that dry, you can die from heat, right?
Yeah, heat exhaustion. Sure.
Yeah, heat exhaustion, and eventually you're gonna die. So somebody recommended it, and I was tiny. I'm a tiny girl. I mean, I was like 60 pounds back then.
Right.
I was only 11
What are you
and
now?
12.
90 pounds?
Yes. So what I have to do was drink my own urine.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
All right.
Survival.
Well, at least you're not drinking salt water, right?
Yeah, we're weak,
Heat.
cuz. We're weak.
So I just had a visual.
yeah.
So would you like urine in a cup or in your hand?
Well, there's a cap,
Oh,
Cap.
the caps.
Okay,
you
okay.
drink in the cap, and
What did it
you're
take?
so diluted anyway, and there's no water in you. So I was lucky to urinate out like 1 capful and drink it back.
What did the urine taste like?
Yeah.
I want to know.
I'm curious too.
What did it
Salty?
taste like?
Salty,
Salty?
better than salt water.
Oh, it wasn't as salty as salt water.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But
at least you're not getting any bacteria from someone else. It's your own.
Right,
so
at least it's
you'll be
sterile
fine.
in
Yeah,
a sense.
sterile
I
on
get
your,
it.
your
Yeah,
own
yeah.
sense, you know?
So you had also told me this too. You were like worried because not everyone was a young female on that life raft or whatever. There was some older men and things like that. So you had told me like some of the younger girls, they were worried they would get raped because people would get raped.
Yes,
you know, on
absolutely.
this. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about
our
that.
boat was very. I have to say we very lucky. Even though we have to go through 5-day drifting, but we don't have any boat go by the pirate. You know, they have the Thailand pirate. They can get you and they can rape the girl.
But not people who were on your boat. No refugee on your.
No,
Okay.
You know, so.
All right.
I mean, we were lucky. So eventually, 5 days after 5 days, there is a boat that belong to, I believe they belong to Germany. They saw us
And rescued you.
and rescued us.
Oh, okay. But remember, you had told me something. You had said, I sleep on my stomach. Or something. Yeah, tell me about that.
So what happened is, so now so after I got rescued, we were rescued by this big boat, right? So legally, they are not. We still in international water, right?
Right?
So they can't just bring us back to Vietnam, right? And because we don't want that, and that's not our purpose to go back again.
Right.
We cannot go to Philippines or Thailand. So back then, so when they look at the international water, they say, which country is the closest? So we were close to Thailand.
Okay.
So while waiting for Thailand refugee community to accept us, it needs time, it needs communication. So they were lucky that they have an extra
Remember, it's 1987, guys. There's no cell phones.
Yes.
There's no nothing.
So,
you know what I'm saying? It was very different then.
Yes. So it's like we live on a ferry. It's a small ferry, but it's not a real ferry. It's a stationary ferry. So they just stationary in one area. And we lived there for almost a whole month, waiting for the paperwork to go through. Yes.
Okay.
So again, I mean, at least we saved. And now we have water and food, right?
Yeah, how else are you going to survive?
Yeah.
Sure.
So as a refugee, we live in a community.
Okay.
So you're not going to have your own room.
Right.
You're not going to have your own, space.
Right.
So what they do is they're going to say, okay, they're going to, who do you know? Anybody around you? I say, I don't know anybody, but if you can I can just be anywhere, and that's fine with me. I was by myself. I have no family. So family is different. So they put family together. But for me, I have no family. So I have to stay with someone else in similar family situation.
Okay.
Right? So what I did was at night, I have to protect myself, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of men, a lot of boys between 18 to 30, right? So I don't know what they're going to do.
Right.
So one night, I was sleeping. I'm like, someone touching me.
You know, Hassan, you know what I really love about podcasting is this great merchandise that we got. We got these beautiful hats. Love the design. Hassan designed it. Looks beautiful. You got mugs, you got cups. It's gonna be great. Gonna have a nice Shopify store. Get yours, support us, please. Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, you
Right?
grew up real fast.
Yeah.
I got it.
So I remember like during the day, I'm going to go into like a swamp, right? And pick like watercress or some type of vegetable,
Right.
just to bring home and have incorporate into our meal so we can go to bed not to feel hungry.
Got it.
Right? Because even though there's, we find out that we have food from the UN, but it will be never enough, for each person.
Sure.
So your survival skill will kick in, you will bring things in, and if people ask you to help them out, like some people like, oh, you want to carry water for me, and I pay you like a can of sardine, or you're gonna do it. You're gonna do
wow.
it.
So it's like prison. You're just trading in like goods.
Yeah, commissary.
Commissary, right? Wow.
Yes.
But you never got like invaded from Thailand or anything. Like nobody came in and invaded you guys or anything.
No.
I mean, from Cambodia or whatever.
No, we were lucky.
Okay.
I remember there's only one night we have to leave, and then.
All right.
Thank
So
God
out of
we
those 4 months, one night was traumatic.
Yes,
But
yes.
otherwise, you just heard bombs go off in the
Yep.
distance. Okay. All right. Okay. So now you make it to a bigger camp after
Yes,
these 4 months.
yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
tell us about that. Well, you went to Bangkok. Where'd you go?
Yeah, so the camp was called Panatnikom, and it's about 2 hours from Bangkok.
Okay.
So now since it's organized, it's much better. So now all the kids that came by themselves, escaped from Vietnam to Thailand by themselves, there's no parents. So they all put all of these kids into what we call a minor center, right? So anybody that 18, less than 18, you can go there and live there, right? So girl, thank God this. Girl live with girl and boy live with boy.
Okay.
So they separate you. So it's a big center that
Right.
less than 18
Okay.
and have no parents.
Right.
You don't have uncle with you. You don't have aunt with you. You don't have family member. So you are by yourself. So all of us in that minor center are by ourselves.
So I know you didn't make it to America yet, but I'm saying, did you feel like, okay, there's some light at the end of the tunnel now? Because like
No,
now,
not yet.
Not yet. You still didn't feel that way.
Yep, still don't feel
Because
that
I mean,
way.
at least now you have some decent accommodation.
Yes.
You're getting fed. You're
You're
like
gonna
not
fed more.
Yeah,
and
you know.
Yes, and then now since you're in this organization, they thank God give you some kind of education.
Education.
You know?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you going to go learn the basic education like 7th grade math, or 8th grade math, reading, Vietnamese, and basic. No science or anything like that.
Right,
You know?
right.
You don't know any English at this point.
No, nothing.
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 Okay. All right. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, how long were you there till?
I was there in that camp for 2 years and a half.
2.5 years.
Yes.
So this journey has already been like 3 years.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Just to get to America.
Yeah, and she's still not even there yet. Oh my
So
God.
this is 2 years. So
3 years. Huh?
Yeah,
no. This in that one camp.
This camp was 2.5 years by itself.
Yeah. Maybe 2, yeah.
She already spent like, a few months in that ferry, a week at sea, and then 4 months in the war zone. And then now she's, 2.5 years in a bigger camp, which still isn't anything great, but hey, it was better than where she was at before.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
So now during this time, you behave yourself.
Okay.
Okay. So you have to be like a good citizen, not get into trouble.
Right.
You do your best in school.
But people get into trouble?
I mean, people don't get into trouble, but you're gonna be your best. Like I can't even like go out and curse at someone. I'm just making it. You're not gonna.
But is that because this is where you get adopted from?
Correct. This is where you're gonna adopt it.
Okay.
So not even. So this is the time that you going to waiting for your turn to interview.
So, okay, Tram. So now you're in the larger center. This is where you're going to get adopted. You have to go for interviews. So now the United Nations, they interviewed you. So now it's your interview day. Tell us about that.
So interview day is a wreck. Everyone very nervous. I am extremely nervous because number one, I don't have any family member in America. So if you have a family member in America, you're likely to get accepted.
It's a little easier.
Yes, a little bit easier.
Because you have a support system.
Correct.
I get it. Okay.
So almost everyone failed
Okay.
during the interview.
Okay.
Okay. So for a candidate to pass the interview, they ask you a few questions, and these people do interview you, and they're very smart. They can tell you lying to them or not, right? So everyone will come to the interview and tell, oh, my parents was, my dad was a soldier, and the communist government tortured my parents, and I'm afraid that they're going to do it to me. So that's why I left Vietnam.
Right.
And I was like 12 years old. They didn't do that to me, so I did not. I
Couldn't
was
say
like,
that, yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Right.
So that day,
What did
one
you
of
say?
this, so thank God. I was there about 9:00 a.m. I'm just praying. Just ask me something. Do not ask me about why do I come to America. I want to go to America. And he didn't. And the guy didn't. The guy asked me, why did you leave Vietnam by yourself? And why your parents, let you go by yourself? So I thought about the question, and I'm going to answer truthfully. I'm not going to lie.
That's right.
Right? Well, the truth set you free, right? It's all and that. So I told them my parents would like two of us. Unfortunately, two of us, like my sister and I, go. But unfortunately, we have no money. We're just poor. We have no money. And since we poor, I'm the only one that able to go. And the reason I want to go, even though I failed the first time, and I was in jail for a month, so I tried the second time and I succeed. The only reason was I want to go to America because of education.
Yeah.
Opportunity of education. Because in Vietnam, number one, if you not belong to the communist family,
Right.
if you don't have money,
Right.
education seems very far.
Right. You couldn't get it. This is 1980s. I got
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Yes. So education seems very far
Right.
reach out of your hand.
Right. And Cold War is still going on. You know, it's America's very against communism at this time.
And if you grow up in a poor family, trust me, you don't have the opportunity to go to school at all because you don't have the money again, right? So when you go there to the interviewer, I just tell him the truth. I say, I want to go to America because of education, opportunity, and all I have to say, I did not mention about my dad about he's a soldier of the war or anything. Because everyone gave him the same answer. Oh, my dad was a soldier.
Right.
And so I didn't.
Right. So maybe he was like, wow, this is the first girl who's like telling me the truth. So you know what?
Yeah,
she gets
finally,
it. Finally.
right,
Some
right.
fresh air of honesty or breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Right.
And I got accepted.
Wow.
Awesome.
And then they told you, okay, Tram, you're going to America?
Yes. So now
Wow.
you got accepted,
So
right?
now you see light at the end of the tunnel.
Now
Now you're taking a deep breath. Yeah.
I'm taking a deep breath.
And this whole time, these last 3 years or whatever that you've been away from home, did you have any contact with home?
So I have contact from home by mail.
Oh, like snail
Yes.
letters. Okay, I
Yes.
got you. You would write letters?
Yes, I would write
Okay.
letter. So I would write letter, and probably I got it twice a year from my parents.
Okay.
You know, back then first of all, money again. Money is an issue. We poor. We're not gonna have enough money to survive. How you gonna have money to send letter?
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Whew.
Yep.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
And then back then in the camp, like I have no family to support me, so I again have to survive, right? So when you want to survive and have enough food, not even like plenty, just enough for that day, right? You're going to work in that big camp, even though you're not allowed to, but you will sneak out of the camp a little bit and you work for the Thai people.
Oh, okay. All
Yes.
right.
So guess what? So again, when you go there, you sneak out, you work for the...
It was like your side hustle.
Yeah.
So you were a hustler from then?
Yes. And guess what? And to return, you know what they give me, right? Noodle.
Noodles.
It is.
Bag of noodles.
A bag of noodles.
So
And
that...
they call it ramen now.
Right.
Yes. So this is like gold to me back then.
Okay.
This is like something that this is like, if I could have this for like once a week,
Right.
it's like a luxury food.
Right.
It's like having like caviar,
Okay.
right?
Got it.
So-
got it. All right.
So that was like luxury.
Wow.
That was like.
Can you imagine has noodles? You're looking forward to noodles?
Cup of noodles.
Cup of noodles.
Not
is
even a
like,
cup.
yeah.
It's like
Not even a cup.
not even a cup.
But what's amazing is how grateful you are, and your story is like so inspiring. It's like if anybody's watching this video, if you're complaining about anything right now,
Yeah.
you need to stop it.
Shut the hell up.
And shut up, because
shut the
this
hell up.
lady right here can be in 3 years of just trying to get to somewhere to see if she
war
can.
zones
And that just shows you like a
boats
lot
and
of people be
rafts.
like, oh, I don't want
my
to go to
God.
school. It's 4 years, 5 years. I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Be like, are you kidding me? It's crazy.
Yeah, Tram's like these people. They just complain and they just have it so good and they just keep complaining. It's good to hear this. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we really are blessed.
Yeah. I mean, and now I feel a little bit sensitive for the migrants now. I not.
Well, I mean, look, she did it legally now, right? They look. Some of these people,
How they getting here though?
they're letting them in the border.
Everybody says they? Who's
the
they?
government's letting them right in. Whoever's in charge. They're getting right in.
So hold on.
And a lot of these people have been bought.
So
Wait till we do the podcast on that one.
Who's protecting the borders? Not the side chick, but who's protecting the borders? America.
The federal government.
So the federal government is just saying y'all can come in.
Well, look, look. People come in, right? People coming through Texas,
Right.
Okay? People coming through not through a regular checkpoint. They're sneaking in through Coyote Way, right? They're sneaking right in. Once they get in through the border, I mean, let's say they get caught. They're not being deported. People claiming asylum. People slipping through wherever. They're finding their way. Why do you think Texas was complaining? Like, why do you think Texas was ready to secede?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's why some of these guys are a lot of these Republican governors or whatever. I don't blame them. They're shipping them to New York, wherever you're or shipping them to sanctuary
them
cities.
in buses. They're
sending
sending
them in. What's the name? The guy in Florida. He sent them by plane. He sent them by plane
to New York, right?
Or to the Northeast. He said,
Right.
"Okay, you want them? Here you go. You have them." Look, I mean, look, I'm not against immigrants. My grandparents were immigrants, right? I'm not against them at all. I think they're that's what makes America great too, is hardworking immigrants. We have a immigrant culture, an immigrant history. That's what made America so great, right? On their backbones or whatever. But they came in legally. Majority of them came in legally. There is a process.
Right.
You gotta follow the process. That way you have enough resources for everyone. You have everything for everyone. When you just open, let everyone in willy-nilly, you don't know who's coming in. You don't know what their intentions are. That's when you start having problems. Now look. I was at the barbershop. I was at our barbershop.
Oh, shout out to them.
New Moon Barbershop
Shout
in
out to
Queens.
New Moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to the barbershop. There are migrants just walking in begging people for money. I mean, at the beginning they felt bad. They would give them money, but now every day he said, he's like,
Can't do it.
He's like, I can't do it. He's like, they're harassing the customers. They're doing it's not okay. Not even trying to hustle or do anything. Just come in, just say, oh, excuse me, I need money. This isn't okay. And he's like, it's every day. It's about 10 guys coming into his shop.
The migrants are going crazy right now.
It's a big problem.
They're going crazy right now. So yeah, I got a random question.
Hassan, you know what I really love about podcasting is this great merchandise that we got. We got these beautiful hats. Love the design. Hassan designed it. Looks beautiful. You got mugs, you got cups. It's gonna be great. Gonna have a nice Shopify store. Get yours, support us, please. Like and subscribe.
So where did the term what do they call it, lady boy, come from?
Really hot. We went from such a serious topic. Now we got to talk about lady boy. Wait. I just want to say one thing though.
I had to throw that in. I knew everybody's gonna laugh when I say that.
She didn't finish her American story though. I just want to just quickly finish this up. When she did finally get adopted and made to America, some of the people who were adopting these kids, I think the government in America would give them some money for adopting, correct?
So what happened is you going to, because again, you're less than 18, you're going to fall into the foster care, right? So,
Right.
So you get paid for that.
Yes, you get
Right.
paid for it. So you're going to go to a process of who going to accept you,
Right.
So foster care family will bring you this different kid, and let them live in their family, and they going to get money from the government.
Yeah.
Right? So I live with this lady in New Rochelle.
New Rochelle. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Here in New York. Yeah.
Here in New York. And I live with her for actually until 11th grade, from 9th grade to 11th grade.
But you didn't like her. You told me she was messed up.
Oh my God, she's so messed up,
Yeah.
man.
She was just doing it for the money.
She's definitely, a lot of them are pretty much doing for the
most
money,
of them.
you know? Yeah.
So when you were with her, you told me like, because we were ordering lunch one day, and Tram's like, no, I can't eat that. I'm like, why not, Tram? You can't eat turkey. She's like, no, I don't eat turkey. I was like, why not?
The
Tell us
two
why.
things that I can't eat
Tell us, Tram.
is turkey and brownie.
And the brownie.
And brownie.
Why? Because
Yeah.
that's all she fed you?
Basically, yes.
Oh, so for 2 years, all you ate was turkey and brownie?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So she was taking that money and
Pocket herself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She was
Giving
like
her
a-
cheap
Yeah.
turkey and brownie every day. Here.
Exactly.
That's
That's
it.
right.
Yeah. And then, she would get money for a certain amount of money for clothes.
Right.
I would have to go to the secondhand store and get some outfit
For free, right?
for
Or
for
very
free.
cheap, yeah.
And all very cheap.
Thrift stores.
Yes.
And she would pocket all the money.
Yes. And then I remember every week she would come home with a turkey, right?
Right.
So this is how we gonna
like a full turkey.
yeah, like a phone turkey, like a Thanksgiving turkey.
And be like, this is your food for the week.
Absolutely. So you're
Damn.
going to cook that, right? So this is how I'm going to tell you how we prepare a turkey. So we're going to put the turkey into this oven and we cook it for a few hours, right? So after that, we eat the turkey with mashed potato. Okay, leftover, we're going to put in the fridge. Then we're going to turn into, she buy me this ramen noodle. You remember those ramen noodles still exist nowadays? They call Monchin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And so I'm gonna cut the turkey breast and put in the ramen, right?
Okay.
So that the second meal, right?
Okay.
The third meal we're gonna make into turkey pie.
Okay. Yeah, Tram don't eat no turkey. I'll tell you right now. Tram
And
does
then
not eat any turkey.
For the fourth day and the fifth day, we turn the bone into turkey soup, right?
Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they made every use of the turkey.
Yeah. Oh.
2 years has.
I was gonna say it sounds good. I mean, like turkey
For a day.
turkey and ramen.
Yeah, maybe
turkey
one day.
sandwich.
Yeah, eat that every day, Has. Let's see what
Yeah.
you say.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And then and brownie for the weekend, right?
A little treat.
I remember those are for treat,
Okay.
and those
She
are
used
like
to cook
in the
it
box.
or buy it?
In the box.
Box.
And then she would, cook it, and then later on we
this-
learn how to cook, and that's what then we
Got
cook that.
it.
You know,
Okay, so all right, now you're like 18, right? Or 11th grade, 17, 18,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you were. Okay. Now you're technically an adult in America. And I know you had moved out and you went to, I guess, the neighbor's house. And
Yes.
I don't want to say their name or anything, but they're like nice people.
Yes.
And they kind of like took you in, made you
Yeah.
better. And then you had to like educate yourself. You basically you did undergrad, grad school, you did PA school.
yes.
And then now you got married. Now you have 3 kids who were born and raised here, fully American. Now, I would hate to be them because, like, if they ever even complained about anything, I would just you'd probably just go crazy, ape shit on them.
You know
or
what it
something,
is?
right?
It's like
I mean,
anything they
yeah.
do is can't get paid. Be like, Ma, I just got a
I want a PlayStation. I want this. You'd be like, God, get that out of here.
No,
You know,
no, like-
survive on turkey for 2 years.
No, you be like, no, they be like, Ma, I got old age. She be like, so what? I lived on a boat for a month.
Yeah.
Ma, I got to harvest. So what? I was in the jungle for 4
Yeah.
months.
I was having bombs dropped on me for 4 months.
Anything you say,
I would hate to be your
you
kid.
know,
My
you know,
God.
anything
Yeesh.
you say, it'll be crazy. Anything you say will be crazy. But that's good though. That builds character.
Oh, no. This girl is very resilient. I mean, I got to tell you.
Now, Tram is. This story right now
Amazing.
got me rethinking my life. Like, okay.
Reevaluate your life.
I was just
everyone.
complaining like, oh, my money.
Right,
This.
right.
I'm like, after hearing this story, I'm like,
I don't have it so bad.
maybe I don't get it so bad, you know?
Exactly. Nowadays kids and
I'm proud of
even
you,
my
Tram.
kid,
I'm so proud of you.
they don't appreciate anything.
Yeah.
You know, for me, what I had went through my life. You know what I really appreciate the most? Life.
Yeah.
Just life.
Yeah.
Because I almost died.
Many times you almost
See,
died.
and
Yeah.
that right
many
there.
times I almost died.
See
And-
right there, that
Yeah.
a sense of gratitude.
Yeah,
We just came from Juma.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The Juma was
Mashallah.
about gratitude.
Gratitude, yeah.
And you just displaying that. You was like, I'm just thankful to have life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not worrying about none of that. Just life. You've seen what it is to die. And you've been locked up in jail.
Yeah. surviving on a cap full of water,
Right.
drinking your own piss.
drinking your own urine.
Damn.
Probably some of your friends making that trip, they're not here today. You know,
Right.
they probably
Yep.
passed away and
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
wow, man, that's
But you still, all these people you bonded with on this 3-year journey to get here or whatever, you still are in touch with them?
I'm still in touch with
Oh,
them.
that's
Oh, that's
awesome.
so
That's
beautiful.
Even
awesome.
our kids now are like very good
Of course,
friends.
'cause you have
And
a
we
very
trying to get
similar
together
background,
every
right.
summer.
right.
You know,
Very
we're on
nice.
trip together. We still talk about a good old day.
Wow.
We still love everything about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
great.
It's great.
It's
Now, this is a real successful story.
No, this is a true
Yeah.
success.
This is the immigrant story.
This is if any
I
migrants,
I couldn't do it.
if any migrants are watching this, if you coming like if your story is similar like this, kudos to you, man. I hope you get everything that you
Bro,
get.
let them get in legally. They can get in legally. Some of these
Listen,
migrants
I'm
still
with the
coming
I'm
in
with the
illegal.
migrants.
Oh my
I'm with the
gosh.
migrants.
Yeah.
After this, I'm
No,
with the
Haz.
migrants.
Has migrants immigrants are fine. They're fine, but just do it legally. This is back in the 80s. She still did it legally. She was adopted legally. She went through all that. Nothing against their perils to get here. I'm so happy that people still want to come to America. That's a wonderful thing. But it's got to be done legally. We have a process. We can't take in everybody, Has. We just can't.
Listen,
Say something.
no, I agree with you. I do. No, I do. I'm just playing around. I do. Tram did it the right way. Do it the right way.
Thank
It
you.
might take longer, but if you do it the right way,
Yeah.
it'll be more success. Just do it the right way.
I mean,
But
even
yeah.
ask her. Ask someone who's been through it. She doesn't. She's probably the biggest proponent against illegal immigration.
absolutely.
You know.
I took me 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3 harsh years
Yeah.
as a kid from
From the age of 12, 11,
12
whatever.
to 11
Yeah.
to 13.
So what about like right now? Like, can people go over there and marry a Vietnamese girl and bring her here, like through marriage? Like,
Yeah, you can.
They can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Even a lady. Go ahead, just say it.
I'm
Just
not
say it.
gonna-
No,
I'm
just
not-
say it. What if they marry a lady boy? is what he's gonna say.
I'm not saying.
Because it's
No.
on Haz's mind. I just
No,
want to talk about. Let's
no.
just talk about it. Haz.
No,
I want to talk about it. Let's talk
I
about it.
saw a documentary about lady boys. I was going through YouTube and I found it interesting that they come from Vietnam, Thailand, and they, and it's a
Why
big
is
thing.
that?
It's a big thing. I don't know why is it such a big thing out there.
You know, Vietnam, we have opened so much for,
It's not communist anymore, right?
it's still communist,
Okay.
but they open so much to,
Yeah, because they're open to tourism now.
yeah,
open to
tourism
everything.
to
Yeah, yeah.
America. So they
We wanna
welcome
go.
so, exactly.
Well, guess what? We are gonna go.
We going.
We
This
going.
is over.
And Tram's our tour guide.
Part 2 of this podcast is
We'll
going to
be in
happen
Vietnam.
in Vietnam.
Inshallah.
It's going to be dope. But because
Tell us
Yeah.
about this whole lady boy concept.
no, because I hear a lot of. Listen, let's not make it seem like I'm so.
I know it's on your mind, Haz.
No. What I'm saying is that
You're picking back off last week.
No,
I know you.
what
are.
I'm saying-
I know
what-
you
what
are.
I'm saying
I know
is-
you has. I know you are. I know
Bro,
you.
but no,
I know
but-
you has. Don't
but
even start. I
you
know
being
you.
a doctor,
Yeah.
let me ask you. This is
Yeah.
a third world country.
Yeah.
How do they make the men look such like women?
You know,
out there?
look, this is my guess. Okay, this is my guess because look, a lot of East Asians they tend to be a little more petite, right?
Okay.
Even the men are more petite.
Okay,
So it's not as hard of a transition, I feel.
but they don't have no money. The money.
No, we're talking about now. Now people have some money.
No.
Now people
Okay.
have money, right?
Okay.
And I think for them maybe that transition. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, Haz, if you wanted to become a woman, I mean, Haz, you would need millions of dollars probably to make you a woman. I mean, to make you an attractive woman because
Right.
you just you have so many masculine
Features.
characteristics.
So how do they do it?
That's what I'm trying to say. I think to start, let's just take the Vietnamese because we're talking about Vietnamese.
Right.
A lot of Vietnamese men, they're not 6 feet plus. They're not,
You're saying they
thick.
got the bodies for that.
They have,
Yeah.
they're more, in line, like because they're petite people or they're shorter people, and maybe they're not hairy. Like you and I are hairy people. We're very hairy, right?
Right.
They're not. They just aren't. I mean, that's just the genetics, right?
Gotcha.
So I think, I'm not saying, I think the transition or whatever, or it's a lot easier for them. It's a lot easier,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Be careful, Hassan. If you go to Vietnam, you see a lady hit on you.
no,
you
no,
do
no,
not
no.
know what you got.
No.
You'll be right next to him, Tram.
Tram,
Tram, you'll be right
I'm
next
with
to
you.
him. Yeah.
You are right there. So I'm not playing that. Listen, we keep it straight. But this has been great, man. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. if you see the hats, and you
Oh
see
yes. Shout out to our new merchandise coming: hats, sweatshirts,
Yes.
hoodies,
Yes.
mugs, cups, t-shirts. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
And if you notice, we're doing some renovation, in the studio too. Now we have black paint. I mean, maybe you see these like garbage. We ordered some nice blackout shades and everything. It's coming. It's all coming. We're getting it together. Don't worry.
And we thank you all for the support and pushing us to do this pod, man. And it's amazing. We had episode 3.
Yeah.
And we with Tram, man. We I feel like I'm in Vietnam already. I want to go on the boat. Can we gonna go on boats when we get there?
No, I heard they have these luxury boats, Taj. I heard they have some beautiful luxury boats there that are really
be
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
You like it.
And Vietnam's very cheap.
And make sure you have fun.
The dollar's strong.
You want some lady boy having fun?
You heard it. You heard it from her.
You heard it. She said,
She said, make sure we have some fun.
I'm gonna have some fun.
Yes.
You said it.
Some fun.
Okay, Tram. I don't want to get there and you be like, I'm tired. I want to sleep today. I'm like, no, Tram. What are we doing
Promise
today?
us, Tram.
No, not gonna be me.
So
You going to get tired.
These luxury boats are like
I heard it's really nice.
Really?
It's really nice. Like the late. Do you remember Anthony Bourdain, the travel show that was on Travel Channel? The late Anthony Bourdain. He did this whole thing on Vietnam. I remember seeing that episode. I gotta tell you, it looked really amazing.
Just like luxury on the water.
Luxury on the water. He also showed like even their like street food culture, seeing some of the old temples, the sites, beautiful sights and sounds. Really, I think it's gonna be an amazing trip.
All right, man. I can't wait. So hopefully we'll update you guys when that trip is happening. And part 2 of this will be there. We're gonna take the pod to Vietnam.
That's right.
And we're gonna have fun. Tran, we thank you for coming.
Thank you so much,
Wow.
Tran, for
Thank
coming.
you for having
sharing
me.
our story.
Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you.
that.
Thank you
Yeah.
for letting me share with everyone
And
else.
for everyone. See, America still is great. Everyone should still
Absolutely.
try to, but
Yes.
come here legally, please.
Make America great again. We out. Peace. Cut.
Hassan, you know what I really love about podcasting is this great merchandise that we got. We got these beautiful hats.